So, a very good morning, class. Today we will do types of clauses. In an earlier video, we did types of sentences, and those sentences were simple, compound, and complex sentences. So, today we will do types of clauses. So, basically, there are three main types of clauses: main clause, subordinate clause, and coordinate clause, right? So, today we will do main clause, subordinate clause, and types of subordinate clause, right? So first let us focus into main clause, that what basically a main clause is. So a main clause, which is also known as principal clause, is a group of words that includes a subject and a verb and forms an independent sentence. So basically main clause are those groups of words and that will basically include a subject and a verb and will form an independent sentence. Means this sentence will not depend upon any other sentence. I believe it. So I here is the subject, believe here is the verb, and this is an independent sentence, right? Next is subordinate clause. Subordinate clause, which is also known as dependent clause, carries groups of words that is not a sentence, right? It is not a sentence but adds information to the main part of the sentence. So subordinate clause are basically those clause which will but adds information to the main part of the sentence. So subordinate clause are basically those clause which will add more information to the main part of the sentence, but those are not considered as sentence. Like for example, that he is honest. So this is not a sentence, but it is basically further it will add more information to the main sentence, right? But when we add it, what? I believe it. This sentence, that is I believe it. So when we added to it, I believe it, these words added to its meaning. So when we add this sentence to this sentence, then it added a meaning. So usually it is one which appears immediately after the subordinating conjunction. The rest of it is in the main clause, right? So example, I believe it that he is honest. I believe that he is honest, right? So here subordinate clause is basically the next part of the sentence, and which is also known as dependent clause, right? Now we will do types of subordinate clause. So further there are three types of subordinate clause. First is noun clause, then relative clause, and then adverb clause. So today we will do just noun clause, right? So noun clause works as a subordinate clause in a complex sentence. So whenever there is a complex sentence, the noun clause works as a subordinate clause. So it also functions as a noun and is used as a subject, object, or complement to a verb, a preposition, a to infinitive, a participle, a noun, or a pronoun. And it will be more clear when we'll do these examples. So the noun clause can function as a subject of a verb. How? Like for example, what she says is not true. So here, what she says is noun clause subject of the verb is, right? And if you compare, her statement is not true, that is subject of the verb. Next is an object of a verb. It also works as an object of a verb. I can't remember where I left my purse. So here, where I left my purse is the noun clause object of the verb remember. If we compare, I can't remember my phone number. So here, phone number is the object of the verb, right? Then an object of a preposition, right? So I cannot rely on what you say. So here what you say is the noun clause object of the preposition on. And if we compare, I can't rely on your state on. And if we compare, I can't rely on your statements. So on your statements is the object of the prepositions. Then a complement to a verb, that is be, become, seen, look, appear, etc. Right? So if you see here, the fact is that she does not know anything. So that she does not know anything is the complement of the verb is, right? An object to an infinitive or a participle. I am glad to know that you have passed. So that you have passed is the noun clause object to the verb to infinitive. See, right? To know. Finding that he could not solve the sum himself, he took his sister's help. So here that he could not solve the sum himself is the noun clause object to the participle. Right? Now we'll do few examples and it will be more clear to all of you. Combination of two simple sentences. Here we'll combine two simple sentences into a complex sentence by the help of noun clause. For example, the crops will damage extensively, it is certain. So it is certain. So here there are two sentences. The crops will damage extensively and it is certain. So these two sentences are there and we are going to combine these two sentences into a complex sentence with the help of a noun clause. So it is, for example, the crops will damage extensively, it is certain. So it is certain. So here there are two sentences. The crops will damage extensively and it is certain. So these two sentences are there and we are going to combine these two sentences into a complex sentence with the help of a noun clause. So it is certain that the crops will damage extensively. Next, it is a mystery where all the children have disappeared. Where all the children have disappeared is a mystery. He is innocent. The police are investigating it. So the police are investigating whether he is innocent. Do you know it? How the rain is caused? Do you know how the rain is caused? Everybody voted him. They believed him to be an honest man. Everybody voted him believing that he is an honest man, right? So here we have done few examples and I hope noun clause is clear to all of you. Next two clauses are left which we'll be doing in your next class and I hope you have understood whatever I have explained. Now I'm going to give you an exercise which you all are going to solve in your BBC Compactor. Thank you.